Boom, yes people, back with another one, man. And today you see the title of the video. This is why dating affects men's mental health. Now let's just get straight into it. The main reason is from my opinion, I feel like the main reason why it affects your mental health is it, as a guy, it crushes your self-esteem, bro. Now this, if you're getting rejected, if you're constantly getting rejected, it crushes your self-esteem. You think that you're not worthy. You think you're not worthy of someone being with you. And that's why we have so many men down in the dumps today, because I feel like most of them feel like they're not worthy, bro. Most of them feel like I'm not tall enough, I'm not handsome enough, I don't have enough money, I'm not popular enough, whatever it is. In today's day and age, from a man's point of view, there's a lot put on men to be perfect, bro. And you gotta, all the stuff I just listed off, you gotta be 6 foot, you gotta have 100K, you gotta have 6 inches, good in bed, gotta be charismatic, gotta have a good personality, you gotta have status, you gotta be physically strong, look like a model, whatever, yeah. The standard basically is to be perfect, and we all know perfect doesn't exist, right? And this literally crushes men's mental health, and most guys won't talk about it because no one cares. No one cares about men's mental health, really. No one cares about how men are feeling, what men are going through. So they just literally just go into their shells, and that's basically how an incel is created. That's how an incel is created. I don't feel like no one's really born like this. Everyone goes through experiences, and that experience of constantly being rejected. I'm not saying, yeah, that a woman should not reject you just because you've been rejected 1,000 times. But the standards are way too high, bro. The standards are way too high, especially for the average guy. And average women don't want average men. So all the average guys are willing to settle. That's just a realist. Guys are willing to settle. Some men are even willing to date down. But the women's standards are so high. Like, if you see some of these girls, bro, honestly, like some of these girls that are average at best, the way it's because they've been chopped out by chads. They've been chopped out by chads, Tyrones, or handsome, like the handsomest guys, whatever. Yeah, they've been chopped out by them. So now they believe that they should date one when really that's not on their level. They're not on their level. They're just like being used by these guys, right? But in their mind, as a female, plays in their mind, oh, because I'm being chopped out by them, I should be able to date one, when the criteria is totally different to being chopped out and actually getting wifed. Yeah. So that's what's happening. And why it's affecting men's mental health is because, bro, they're crushed. They're not crushed, bro. They feel like they're not good enough at all. Men feel like they're not good enough. You meet a girl online, she ghosts you. You meet a girl out, you're getting ill and all of this stuff. If that's constantly, just imagine that happen to you, not just once, but again and again and again. You're gonna stop talking to people. You're gonna be scared to look at people in the eye. You're gonna lose all your confidence, etc. So it's really not rocket science, bro. It's hard. Women can be harsh. Honestly, women can be harsh, bro. Women can be harsh. So it's not rocket science at all. Another thing is unrealistic expectations. And now I just spoke about women's unrealistic expectations, but men have that too, bro. I feel like because of social media, constantly seeing baddies on Instagram and TikTok and all of that stuff, constantly seeing beautiful women, you subconsciously in your mind want that, or you think you deserve that when you've put in no work. You're fat, you're out of shape, you have a scruffy beard, you don't look good, you don't smell good, you don't bring enough to the table, you don't make no money, you don't have a job, all of these stuff, yeah. But because you're constantly programming your brain to seeing these women, these baddies, scrolling on Instagram, following these OF models, and you're constantly just a man that's down in the dumps, bro. This is all bottom of the barrel stuff. If you're doing all of this stuff, like following OF models, subscribing to OF, if you're doing all of that, this honestly, bro, you're below the bottom. It's like you can't get any lower, right? So yeah, guys build up these expectations in their mind because they're following these models or paying these models or looking at them constantly. They should have one. No, bro, you've not put in no work, you've not done no self-improvement, you've not. Why should a girl like that want you? Honestly, why should a girl like that want you? But this takes a toll on guys' mental because they feel like they deserve it just because it's constantly in their face. They're constantly seeing it, and in some instances, they're paying for it, innit? So you feel like you deserve it when nah, bro, you need to pattern up. Honestly, yeah, you can see. I just hate guys that do that, bro, because they make it harder for everyone else. Like the simps that pay and do all of this shit, they make it harder for everyone else, bro. That's one of the reasons why these females' egos are out of this world, innit? Well, some of them anyways, not everyone. But I don't blame the females, I don't blame the OF models. It's the guys that are fucking paying for this shit, bro. What are you doing? But that's another reason. Unrealistic expectations. Maybe you might need to look at yourself, self-evaluate, and be like, okay, I think I should have this girl, but really I'm on this level, so I should have this girl. And what do we know about women? They typically date up and typically date down. So if you're average, you basically, you're not getting no girls, honestly. If you're average, you're basically not getting nothing. But if you're average, you should be, the likelihood is you're gonna date a below average woman. If you're average, you're gonna date a below average woman. Whereas if a woman's average, she'll get slammed out by Chads and Tyrones and stuff, but she might date an above average guy if she's average, right? That's just how it is. Women date up, men date down. That's how it works, bro. Another reason that I want to bring up is I feel like men feel like they're not able to be themselves. They're not able to be themselves. They're not able to do what they want to. I feel like this video might get, I've seen some other guys' videos and stuff get demonetized. I'm not monetized or whatever, but I'm saying they get demonetized, or YouTube does a thing where like, if it gets too political, they move mad. So that's why I just try to keep it, you get. But I feel like in today's day and age, in today's society, men aren't able to be men. Men are scared to be themselves, especially, and that comes in the dating market as well. Men are scared to take risks. Men are scared to approach. Men are scared to make the first move. Men are scared to escalate. If you're with a girl, men are scared to escalate, to touch, all of that, just because of what society tells you. And men don't know what to do. I feel like men do not know what to do because online you're seeing women are saying, oh, why don't men approach no more, etc., etc. But a man approaches in real life and he's being called a creep or he's getting told ill, and men are confused. That's basically what I'm trying to say. They're like, men are confused, bro. They don't know what to do. My thing is that how can I say this? For example, the scenario I just said, it's different rules for different people. Honestly, it's different rules for different people. If I'm approaching, I'm only being called a creep if I'm not attractive to the girl, right? Or I'm only getting told ill if I'm not attractive to the girl. Whereas if I'm an attractive guy, I can say the exact same thing that an unattractive guy, but he's seen as funny or charismatic or she's smiling or whatever. That's the problem. Like average men, I feel like average men don't try anymore. They did try, but because they were getting labeled as whatever creeps, or they stopped. They stopped pursuing. They stopped because no one wants to be. It's not a nice feeling, bro. People, especially, you don't want to feel like you're bothering someone, or you get. So when girls are calling you creeps or whatever, I can see why guys have been like, okay, you know what, I'm chilling. Now women are saying, well, all the men gone, why are they not approaching? The fact of the matter is, you want a certain guy to approach you. That's the fact of the matter. You don't want all guys to approach you. This just brings mad confusion. This brings mad confusion in the dating market, bro. Men get confused. They don't know what to do, and they don't want to give off that wrong vibe because you see, in today's day and age, it's very easy to. Let me just keep it PG. It's very easy to upset people. Let's just put it like that. It's very easy to upset people, and you don't want that wahala, bro. You don't want that trouble. So yeah, bro. I feel like those are basically the main reasons why dating affects men's mental health. I feel like, I want to say this here. I feel like with men, I feel like this shouldn't be that much of a, like, how can I put it? This shouldn't be that much of a problem. Bro, I made a video on this time ago as well. You put too much emphasis on what women think, I feel like the only way this affects you is if you care that much about a woman's opinion, bro. Your whole life revolves around women and what they think of you, etc., etc. Like, for example, I'd say, let's just use me, because I'd like to talk about me because I know that's my experience. I know, you get it, that's what I've been through. So I feel like I do a lot, right? I feel like I don't really have a lot of time, honestly. Even now, I'm making this video, I'm gonna go do something, come back, edit, upload. By the time it's 10, that's when my day's done. and it'll be time to go to bed and wake up at 7 or whatever, yeah? So I feel like I do a lot during the day, during the week. I have a lot that I'm trying to do, a lot going on. Women don't run my life. Like I don't think about women constantly. I know I do a YouTube channel on women and dating and just men in general, right? But women don't run, they don't constantly, I don't constantly think about women, bro. If you're busy enough, I feel like if you're busy enough, this is for men, yeah, if you're busy enough, it won't affect you that much. For example, let's say I want to go out Friday night, I want to go on a date, I go on Hinge or whatever, the girl flakes. I'm like, I'm already cutting it fine with my time anyway. So if let's say the 3 dates I set, all girls flick, and now I'm not going out. I'm not, that's calm. I'll just go for a run then, or I'll just edit, or I'll just like make another video. So I feel like some guys they have a part-time job, they're not doing much, they don't train, they might meet a woman and they've gone on a date, and this is the center of their whole life, bro. Like this date is make or break. No, bro, this should be the opposite. This should be a part of the icing on the cake. I'm only going on dates if everything's done. If my editing's done, I've been on my workout, I've gone to work, I've recorded a video. Unless all of that's done, if that's not done, I ain't going on no date, bro. I'm not going on no date. Unless all of that's done, I'm going on a date. And let's say she doesn't want to go on a date no more, whatever. I'll just use that time to further myself. I'll make another YouTube video. I'll go, if I've done a weight session, I might go on a walk or go on a run. It doesn't bother me that much. For some guys, I feel like this dating stuff is all you care about. Why, bro? Why don't you care? Put that energy into patterning yourself and not knowing that you doing that makes you more attractive to the girl. Because you give off that, when you give her that energy, you're desperate. This is too much, etc. It's a turn off. Whereas when you're both like, oh, I can't make. You know what? It's cool, etc. She's like, Like guys usually freak out. They'll be hitting you up even more now. Because you're not bored, because you're bored. Dating shouldn't control your life that much. Like, don't get me wrong, we're all human, we all have emotions. It sucks when someone ghosts you or flakes or whatever, for sure. But my thing is, if you're busy enough, if you're doing the right things as a man, if you're taking care of shit, you're working 40 hours, bro, 45 hours a week, you got your side hustles, you're training, you might have a martial art. Like, if you're doing all of that shit, I'm telling you, bro, you won't care as much because you have so much on your plate. You're doing shit for yourself, so you won't care as much. That's what I noticed anyway. When I got more busy, I didn't care as much, bro, because I'm like, I can use that time fair, cool, but I can use that time to further what I'm doing. You get it? So that's just my message, innit? That's what I've experienced. That's what I feel like all the dates and the women and stuff, you're playing a losing game, especially if you're constantly getting flaked and all of this. You're playing a losing game if this is your sole purpose in life, dating. You feel like you can't get a partner, etc. You need to maximize other areas of your life. Get in the gym, go get some gains, learn a martial art, pick up a skill. Like, I'm picking up editing now because of this channel. Like, my editing is getting better. I'm learning how to record. Whatever, bro. Even friends, have boys, have a social life, have boys that sometimes not all about things. Go out with your brothers, have man them that you go out with, go to a football session, do other stuff. Don't just focus on dating, bro, because you come off as desperate. It shows you're in scarcity. It shows you don't have options, and you're gonna turn her off even more, bro. That's my message anyway, but not to make this video too long, this is why dating affects men's mental health and what you should do about it, basically. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one in a bit.